Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. Maligayang kapistahan po ng Señor Santo Niño sa mga taga-Tondo, taga-Baseco at sa mga taga-Greenbelt at Pandacan. Maligayang kapistahan po sa inyo at sa atin pong lahat ng mga Pilipino na binigyan ng natatanging linggo para maipagdiwang ang kapistahan ng Señor Santo Niño. Maligayang kapistahan po sa ating lahat. Palakpakan po natin ang Panginoon. And this Mass we offer as well and remember our prayers for our dear children. Nagdito ba may mga bata po bang nagising ng alas 8 ng umaga dito? Nasaan po ang mga bata? Kaway-kaway, mga bata, hello? Happy Feast Day sa inyo. Palakpakan po natin ang mga bata. Mamaya you will be given the chance to be blessed by us and especially sa may mga dala po ng Santo Niño as we celebrate this feast day. You know, my dear brothers and sisters, many times in our gospel or even some Jesus experience in the gospels, at least we often see or sometimes hear Jesus not always in a very cool mood. And what we have heard today is just one good example. We might say that his anger for the past stories were for at least sa isang dahilan. Simpleng galit o totoong galit. But Saint Mark described the reaction of Jesus in the gospel as indignant. And when one is indignant, that person, he or she, shows anger. He is or she is angry because something is unworthy or unjust. Something worthy or unjust was shown. Hindi lang siya galit, kundi galit siya dahil may hindi katanggap-tanggap at hindi patas na nagawa ang tao. He became indignant to his disciples. Take note, to his disciples. He became indignant. He was angry because Jesus knew well that it was unworthy, that it is unjust to block or prevent little people, children, these little ones, to come to Him. Para kay Jesus, hindi katanggap-tanggap na pagbawalan ang mga ito para mapalapit sila sa Kanya. And that is why it is just right for Him to react in that kind of matter. My dear brothers and sisters, we hope that this won't happen to each and every one of us. O baka sabihin natin, sana hindi nangyayari ito sa atin. Na kung sino pa mismo ang mga taga-simbahan, sino pa mismo ang mga tinatawag na disipulo, ang mga madasalin, ang mga naglilingkod sa simbahan, ang mga linggo-linggong nagsisimba, ang magpapigil pa para sa mga bata na lumalaki mula edad hanggang buhay, at yung mga bata na tinatawag naman nating mga maliliit sa lipunan, yung mga nangangailangan ng yakap ng tao, at yung mga hindi mismo makaranas ng pag-ibig natin. Sana sa mga ito, mailapit natin sila kay Jesus. Hindi tayo ang maging dahilan para pagbawalan ang mga ito, ang mga taong ito, na mapalapit kay Jesus. They may look so small. They may look so insignificant. But little children deserve blessings from Jesus also. Hindi lang mang nila deserve si Jesus sa panahon na nakakaisip na sila. Pero deserve nila ang Diyos sa unang araw pa lang ng kanilang pamumuhay sa mundong ito. Even to those feeling little in this life, they all need the Lord. The more we need to keep them close and near the Lord. Isa po sana sa huwag na mangyari din sa henerasyon natin na ito. Lalo na po sa mga magiging magulang, sa may mga inaalaga ang mga bata, na wala silang maging childhood memory patungkol sa pananampalataya at patungkol sa Diyos. O mas masahol ay naging dahilan po tayo para hindi nila makilala kung sino ang Diyos para sa kanilang buhay. Sana huwag mangyari yung pagkakataon na yung tipong tatanungin sila, what was your childhood memory with the Lord or inside the church? And it will be sad to hear them responding as, I do not know. Hindi naman ako dinala ng magulang ko sa simbahan. Ibang tao pa nga ang nagdala sa akin sa simbahan, palaki na ako. Or some may even say, I really cannot remember because my parents didn't want me to join them. Dahil panggulo lang daw ako, dagdag gastos lang daw ako, kukulit lang daw ako sa loob ng simbahan. O di kaya, lumalaki. Tapos, ni sign of the cross, pangalan ni Jesus, ni pangalan ni Maria, ay hindi masabi o hindi magawang gawin dahil hindi po natin tinuruan. Dahil bata pa lang, pinagbawalan na po natin. Dahil sinabi natin, bata pa lang yan. Saka na lang yan, pag lumaki na. But my dear brothers and sisters, hopefully, let us bring them to the Lord because they also deserve the Lord. Huwag sana mangyari na ang mga batang ito lalaki, hindi nakilala si Jesus, hindi nakilala si Maria. Ang mas alam pa, ano ang latest model ni Apple. Sino yung pinakasikat na YouTube vlogger ngayon? Sino ang pinakamagaling na mag-produce ng cartoons sa YouTube? Hindi naman po bawal ang mga iyan. But as they also see these things, the more we do our effort to bring them and lead them to the presence of Christ. Remember, my dear brothers and sisters, most especially to parents, to all of us, noong ikinasal po kayo, isa po sa mga itinanong namin sa inyo ay, are you ready to raise as good Christians the children whom God will give you? To raise as good Christians. To raise them as good Christians, not only at the age of 9 or 12 or 15, but to raise them at the very first point of their lives. Because we might fall into this trap, we are also preventing them to to what is unworthy, to what is worthy, and to what is just for them. And that is to know the Lord, to embrace the Lord, and to experience the blessings of the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, let us not take off what should be just and worthy for these little ones. I do not only call on the little ones, the children, kundi yung mga maliliit din na nangangailangan ding makalapit kay Jesus. And that could be you and me. Bata man yan o maliit sa lipunan, we do not have the right to set up walls for them not to enjoy the Lord as young as they are or as little as they are in this life. Because God's blessings are not only for big ones, but they are also for little ones. The little deserves all the best and the greatest. And may we not build walls, but open doors, open capacities, open chances for them to know the Lord and to see the Lord. And how will the Lord will bless them as they grow in age and as they also grow in life.